Welcome again to Will's Little Flower School and College Smart Classroom, and I am Mahabub Bacchu, lecturer in English. Morning shift is with you once again. Okay, dear students, in my last class I talked about flow chart, and I think you understood the matter very well. And today I am going to discuss about the topic clause test with clues, and later clause test without clues. Okay, so at first you have to know what is a clause test. Clause test, a test consisting of a piece of text with words missing that you have to fill in. So you should know that this clause test with clues will be taken or will be set from your text, I mean EFT or non-textual, okay, or non-textual sources. So for textual clause test, you have to go through all the text of the EFT very well, and you have to underline the keywords, and you have to mark the important words to answer these questions. At the same time, you have to go through the text again and again so that you can answer if the question is set from any text or any unit. Okay, so basically these questions is set from non-textual sources. Okay, so the question is in question number 4, and it takes marks 5. Okay, so read the questions. I am just primarily go through the questions. Read the following text and fill in the blanks with suitable words from the box. There are more words than needed. So you have to answer for 10 words, but you will be given more than 10 words. It may be 12 words or sometimes 13, 14 words, and you have to choose the correct word from these 13 or 14 words, and you have to fill it up. Okay, and the most important one here, make any grammatical change if necessary. You have to keep in mind that if needed, you have to make some changes. Okay, if you do not make the changes, if you just put the word as it is here in the box, so it may not be correct. So you have to change some words and its forms also according to the grammatical rule or according to the context. Okay, so today we are going through real practice. Real practice, I mean there are some rules also, but in real practice or through real practice, I think students may get the real picture of these questions. Okay, so here are some words you see in the box. The words are poison. So look at poison, of, preserve, bread, be, more, refresh, storm, by, production, contamination, health. Okay, so here you see poison, the word poison and its meaning. So look at the meaning: a substance that causes illness or death if swallowed. Okay, so the noun form of the word is poison, adjective from poisonous, you see, verb from again poison, and adverb from poisonously. Okay, now go to the next one, preserve. Although the word okay, preserve, maintaining something in its original or existing state. Okay, so preserve, the noun form of preserve is preservation. Preservation, adjective preserving, verb again preserve, and adverb preservingly. So in this way, go to this next words. Refresh, give new strength or energy. So noun form of refresh is refreshment. You see, refreshment, adjective refreshing, verb again refresh, and adverb refreshingly. Okay, next one, stern. Stern means strict, strict or severe or tough. So the noun form of stern is stern, adjective from stern. You see here cross, that means we do not get the verb form of stern. So adverb from sternly. In this way, production means produce or creation. So you see the noun from production, adjective from productive, verb from produce, and the adverb from produce productively. Okay. Now the last one, contamination. Contamination means the process of making something dirty or poisonous. You can call it also pollution. Okay, the noun from contamination, the adjective from contaminated, and the verb from contaminate, and you see there is no adverbial form of contaminate. So these are the real picture of these words, and if you can be able to learn the words in this way, I mean if you know the noun, adjective, verb and adverb form of these words, which will be given to you for filling up the Cloze test with clues, so you will be able to answer it in a very good way, or you will get the full marks. Otherwise it may create some problems. Okay. So learners, today I am going through a real practice. You see there the words are here again, and the text is here. So I am giving you some time to fill it up with the given words. Please take some time and try to fill it up. Okay. Okay, I am going through the text. Food adulteration is one of the dash problems in the recent time in our country. So is the dash problem. So you see is the dash problem, problems, the. So you see article. So after article you have to put the word here. So you can choose great. So you have to make a change the word great. So after the great is an adjective, so you have to make the superlative form. So you know that after article you have to put the superlative form of the word adjective. So great, so greatest, you have to write greatest problems in the recent time in our country. Different food and food products, vegetables, fruits and fishes are being. So look at are being here. You have to keep in mind that the rule of right form of verbs are being. After are being, am being, is being, you have to write the third form of verb. I mean the past participle form of verb. So you know that these food items are basically contaminated. So you see contamination here, contamination. So contamination is the noun form. You have to at first make the form contaminate, verb form, and then you have to change it into third form, I mean past participle form of verb. So are being contaminated by, you have to put an article here, preposition here, by the unscrupulous and profit-monger businessmen and green grocers. However, we the general people dash the victims. Here you have to put a verb. So you see be. So you know that be indicates am, is, are, was, where. You have to put according to your context. So you see the context is in present simple tense. So you have to put are here, as the subject is people. So are the victims of, put a preposition of all sorts of pangs and serious diseases. The businessmen use dash chemicals. So poisonous chemicals. So look at the word poison. You see poison. So poison, you have to use the noun form of poison. So poisonous chemicals such as DDT, Aldrin, Heptachlor, just to make their products more attractive, for making it a competitive from more attractive, or to dash them for a long time, or to preserve, so after to you have to put the verb. Okay, so you see preservation noun form, but you have to transform it into verb form, and then you have to put the verb here, so to preserve them for a long time. So it is time the authority consonant took dash steps. So we have already got the word stern. Stern means tough or very tight something. Okay, so tough or stern step to stop such food adulteration. Proper monitoring, supervision, and public awareness should be compulsory from dash level to consumers. So from production level, production, you see the word production level to consumers. Sir, please. So production level to consumers. So I think you have got the point. So please now match the answer what I have basically said and you have done. So here are the answers in a glance. Okay, now the second real practice. This is another word. So at first you have to go through the words. So look at the words eloquent. Eloquent, the meaning of eloquent, you see eloquent, eloquence or eloquent, fluent speaking, the quality of delivering a clear, strong message. Okay, so when you are very positive in your expression, or you have the ability to express yourself very clearly, or your speech very clearly, you will be eloquent. Okay, so eloquence is the noun form of eloquent. Okay, you see eloquent, and again go to the main screen. Dark, you know, dark is an adjective, although it is a noun form. Okay, so darkness is the noun form of dark. Awareness, aware, we get awareness from the verb aware. Okay, so awareness, learn, you can change it into learning for meaning it education. Okay, intellectual, from intellect. Attain is a verb. Enlighten is also a verb. Choice is a noun. Sensibility, noun form. Purpose, noun form. Human, noun form. Parochialism. So try to understand the meaning of parochialism. Parochialism means mean-mindedness or narrow-mindedness. Okay, when someone is very mean in his thinking or in his mentality, it can be said that parochialism. Okay, so parochialism is the noun form. You see N indicates noun form, narrow-mindedness. So again, go to the slide, please. So education is the process by which our mind develops through formal learning. So you have to make the change from learn, you have to add ing to make a noun form learning. Okay, at an institution, it is mental and intellectual training. You see the word intellectual here. You need not make the change here. So intellectual training, it provides opportunities of growth and helps to meet challenges to attain success. So look at this two. So you know, in case of infinitive verb, after to you have to put the verb form in its base form or original form. So to attain success. Moreover, the purpose of education is to dash an individual, is to enlighten. Again, you know that after to you have to put the base form of verb. So enlighten an individual. The aim of education is also to train individual to make right choice. Okay, the noun form, right choice. Right is an adjective. After adjective, usually we put the noun form. So choice. It enables our mind and refines our sensibility. Our sensibility. Our is an adjective, possessive adjective. You say sensibility. You have to write the word sensibility here. It broadens our outlook and removes parochialism. That means from ourselves, it basically removes our mean-mindedness, okay, or narrow-mindedness. So parochialism, you have to put the noun from here. It helps us to be dash of rights and responsibilities. So we know that basically education makes us conscious, okay, makes us aware of rights and responsibilities. So you have to put aware. You have helps us to be aware. So be is the principal verb here. So after principal verb, you have to put the word aware. Here aware is also acts like a noun form, aware of rights and responsibilities. Education furnishes us with an dash, with an eloquence. The word you see eloquent, it is an adjective form, but you have to make a noun from here. As you see, there is an article here. So after article, usually we put the noun form. So eloquence in expressing truth. Therefore, it is compared to light, which dispel the darkness of ignorance. So you see dark is a noun form. At the same time, it is also an adjective form. But here it will be very good that if you write the word darkness of ignorance. And this is the answer. And what I've said, please you say learning noun form, and we have got it from the word verb learn, intellectual adjective plus noun from attain verb, enlighten verb from, choice noun from, sensibility noun from. You can see the meaning, the ability to experience deep feeling, you can call it sensibility. Parochialism, you have already got it. Error verb from although we can make it noun form, awareness, eloquence noun form, and darkness noun form. So I think if you do not have any idea about rules, you can try to do this activity, or you can try to answer these sections or these portions through your practical or real practice. Okay, if you try a lot and if you put a lot of emphasis on it, if you practice again and again, you can answer these questions very well. And at the same time, you have to know the different forms of parts of speech. Okay, you have to know the noun form, adjective form, adverb, verb, etc. Then you will be able to answer these questions very well. So go to the next one. Assalamu alaikum, sir. You have commented that walaikum assalam. So please, if you have any query, please ask me your questions in the comment box. I will try to give the answer. Okay, so go to the next slide. So now, dear learners, now I am going to discuss about fill in the gaps without clues. Okay, without clues. So as I told earlier, this question takes 10 marks. You see 10 marks, it's a great matter. You see 10 marks, and if you are able to answer these questions very well, you will be given the full 10 marks. No marks can be reduced. Okay, so the question will be get in number 5, and it also may be set from textual sources, at the same time non-textual sources. So here there are some rules, and I am going through the rules. Please, rules regarding noun, and these rules basically for both fill in the gaps with clues and without clues. So you can note these rules for both the questions. I mean question number 4 and question number 5. Okay. So please, learners, try to understand these rules. First one, article plus noun. That means if you find any article before the gap, okay, it may be the noun form. So look at the example. The destruction of forest is dangerous. The destruction. So after the article, the word destruction here is the noun form. Okay. Now preposition plus noun. We always look for happiness. For happiness. For is the preposition, you know. So after for, if you get any gap, you may put a noun from here. Okay. So you have to keep in your mind that after preposition, we usually put a noun form. Okay. Next one, number 3, adjective plus noun. Sometimes we get adjective, and after that adjective, we have to put a noun form to make the question right. So a good decision has been taken. You see, good is an adjective. So after adjective, we can put decision. Okay, the noun form. Okay, possessive pronoun plus noun. So you see, people praised him for his honesty. His possessive pronoun. Possessive pronoun. Possessive pronoun. So after this possessive pronoun, you can put noun form. Transitive verb plus noun. Transitive verb, you know, transitive verb, that means the verb which takes an object, an or more objects. Okay, so sports give pleasure. Give pleasure. So after give is a transitive verb. So after give, you have to put a noun form, and you see, in this way you can put the noun in your fill in the gaps with clues, without clues, or clause test without clues. Okay, go to the next one. In this way, you see adjective rules regarding adjective, article plus adjective plus noun. I am looking for an honest man. After article and before noun, we can put an adjective here, adjective plus noun. So computer can perform complicated work. So after adjective or before noun, we can put adjective. Auxiliary verbs, I mean be verbs, am, is, are, was, were as main verb. When these be verbs are used as main verbs, you can put adjective after these verbs. I am interested in sports. So am interested after this auxiliary verb, auxiliary verb, but acting as a main verb. So you can put adjective here. As plus adjective plus as in case of positive degree. We usually get this structure. Dhaka is not as big as London. So this is usually found in positive degree form. Okay. Adjective plus adjective comparative form plus then. When we get it in comparative form, John is wiser than his brother. So then, before then, you have to put an adjective, but it may be in the comparative form. So verb, past indicator. So verb, you see some rules here, and go to the next one. There are also rules, and finally I have to tell you that you have to go through all the rules of right form of verbs. Okay, this is the gist, and as the time is limited, our class time is limited, so you have to know all the rules of right form of verbs. And if you know all the rules, you will be able, inshallah, to answer these questions. Okay, then go to the rules of adverb. You see subject plus adverb plus verb. He gradually accepted. So accepted is a verb form, and before accepted you can put an adverb here. So okay, so you can make a screenshot of these rules. So I am going to the next one. This is a real practice following these rules. So please fill in the blanks with appropriate word in each gap. here is a without clue. You see, our liberation is the dash achievement, is the, so look at the article and noun. So article and noun, you see greatest, rule number 1, adjective. That means you can find this rule in adjective section. Okay. It was dash in 1971. It was so achieved. Rule 6, verb, that means verb from, and you can see the answers here. So please write these answers as our time is limited. So I have to make my class end. So students and my dear learners, I once again want to tell you that if you go through this real practice and if you are able to write or learn these rules according this way, so you will be able to write these answers very clearly and very well, and inshallah you will get the full marks in your exam, and you will be very much expert in your stock of vocabulary also. So thank you once again, thank you all here who are supporting me, and that's all for today. Khuda Hafiz.